President Biden tried to pull a fast one. Also, some other very important updates that were just released today. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in this video. Let's get right into it. All right, so first off, let's quickly talk about a new report that was just released today in regards to gas prices. Now, this is something that we need to watch very closely because at the end of the day, it is going to impact each and every one of us, and this could be the catalyst that actually sends out ongoing monthly stimulus checks as a result of that bill that was introduced a couple months ago by a small handful of Democratic representatives. But I have all the details, so let's jump through this right away. All right, so way back on March 11th, just a couple months ago, we hit a new all-time high average of $4.33 per gallon of gas right here in the United States. Well, for several weeks going on after that, gas prices were very, very slowly inching down, and they bottomed out a couple weeks ago right around $4.10 per gallon. Well, then gas prices started to go up pretty substantially once again, and as of today, we have hit a new national high average of $4.33. So we actually exceeded the previous high of 4 cents per gallon. So that didn't take very long, right? Considering we just bottomed out maybe 2 weeks ago at about $4.10. Now we're way back up to $4.33 as the national average of 1 gallon of gas. Now, first off, like I said, this is important because it is impacting all of us. Even if you're somebody who maybe doesn't drive a whole lot, it's still going to impact us because of fuel prices. At the same time, it was reported today that diesel prices, again, the national average for 1 gallon of diesel fuel is $5.55. That's massive. That is huge, right? Well, as I talked about the other day, in one city in particular, like Boston, their price for 1 gallon of diesel is $6.21 as of a couple days ago. This is very important because, remember, all of this stuff that we buy in our stores is brought to the store by semis, and semis run on diesel fuel. Therefore, all that extra cost is being passed on to us, the end consumer, right? So that's why this stuff is very important. Now, one quick side note on those ongoing monthly checks. Remember, at this point, nothing has been approved just so that we are all on the same page. However, remember about 2 months ago, we had that small group of Democratic representatives that came out and introduced the bill to send out ongoing monthly checks in the amount of $100 per person and $200 for married couples and an additional $100 per dependent, provided gas prices on the national average were above $4 a gallon. Well, guess what? Here, once again, they still owe us more money. So I say back pay. What do you say? Think we should get some back pay? Yeah, by all means, we should be getting some back pay. Now that they are once again at new all-time highs, the national average, $4.37 as of today. Anyway, so I want to throw that out there. That is one thing that was just released today, but I do have more details for you and more updates that we want to get into right away. But really fast, if you haven't done so yet, or if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. I'm literally doing research all day, every single day. I'm watching everything very closely, doing all this research that you don't need to, breaking it all down into these short videos so that you can stay updated every single day with everything going on right now that is all impacting us in some way, shape, or form. And ultimately, I want you to stay updated so that anytime something might come out in the form of checks, money, benefits, programs, amendments, reform, anything else like that, you know about it and you can take advantage of it as quickly as possible. So again, thanks so much for joining me. I'm right here by your side. That is my commitment, and I want to help you out in any way that I possibly can. So make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any updates going forward. And let's get right into the rest of this. All right, so let me talk about another report that was just released today by the Federal Reserve. This is actually an interesting one. As of right now here in early 2022, us, the consumers, American consumers, we have collectively $15.84 trillion in outstanding debt. This report was just released today by the Federal Reserve. So in the first quarter of 2022, as in January, February, and March, we added an additional $266 billion of debt. Collectively, all of us, American consumers, right? An extra $266 billion of debt was accumulated just in the first 3 months of 2022. Well, now we're all sitting at $15.84 trillion of debt, just consumer debt, right? That's a lot of money, right? That is unbelievable amounts of money. So anyway, I want to lay that out for you, but here's kind of one of the problems that we're seeing out there. And again, this report that was released today is showing a little bit of signs of possibly some things that are coming down on this. They're starting to see delinquencies, as in, the inability to pay, late payments, things like this, on mortgages, rent payments, auto loans, all kinds of stuff like this. We're starting to see delinquencies ticking up. In other words, people don't have the money, therefore they're not paying their mortgage on time. They're not paying the rent on time, not paying the auto loans on time, not paying other debt obligations on time. That's what delinquencies are. Therefore, people simply don't have the money right now. So the money is going to other things, like maybe putting food on the table, or maybe doing other high priority things. And unfortunately, maybe somebody pays the rent this month but doesn't pay the car loan, right? Something like that. So it is all starting to show in these reports that are being released out there. And that's just another one that was released today by the Federal Reserve. Anyway, we got to watch all this stuff very closely because it gives us a better glimpse into what is going on with the consumer, what's going on with the American people, and what are finances really doing. Well, I think just like that video from earlier today, you can clearly see what is going on with the American people and finances right now. It's a tough situation, right? Anyway, let's get into it and talk about the announcements that came out of President Biden today. He tried to pull a fast one. Did he trick anyone? Well, I don't really know. But let's talk about it and see what he actually announced today. So remember months and months ago, probably, all of last year and into about Christmas time of last year, they were talking about the Build Back Better agenda. Remember this thing? Yeah. Well, we remember all the different provisions about it. Well, guess what? The president came out today with a plan to lower inflation and to ease prices for families and those individuals who are struggling right now. Guess what he did? Well, he pitched the Build Back Better agenda. But rather than calling it the Build Back Better agenda, he basically just called on all of these different things to actually lower inflation for the average family. However, get this. It's a lot of different things that are completely 100% out of reach for the average American, like go out and buy an electrical vehicle, like an EV vehicle, right? Electric vehicle. So I'm not sure if anybody else has, 50, 60, 100 grand laying around to go buy an electric vehicle, but the average American does not have that kind of money to go out and buy an electric vehicle so that we can save a little bit of gas money each and every week. So that's one strategy that they're pointing toward. Next, they also want to have Medicare given the ability to negotiate prescription prices. That's another thing that was in the Build Back Better agenda. There's also a lot of talk about green energy and, a lot of things like their climate funding. That is also in there. And again, the classic for the rich Americans and corporations, pay your fair share. Can't forget that one. That one's always thrown into the mix. So yeah, that one was also thrown in there. So here's what happened. The president was out earlier today talking about lowering inflation for Americans. I thought we were going to get some kind of great announcement saying, we get it. Inflation is really tough right now. Let's help out everybody right now with maybe some extra ongoing payments. Maybe a one-time check, one-time, who knows what, rebate check or something like this going forward. But no, we were told to go out and buy an electric vehicle. We were told that, we should pay our fair share, all the different business. So again, literally it was another sales pitch on the Build Back Better agenda. So I don't know. Again, I'm not here taking sides. I'm not here to say anything about the president, whatever. I'm simply just saying, we've been down this path many, many times before. Nothing has ever come of it. But here we are hearing the same old pitch once again on the Build Back Better agenda, which we already know is not going anywhere. We've made it very clear. The representatives have made it very clear. The Congress people, lawmakers have made it very, very clear that the Build Back Better agenda is not going to get any traction. So I guess I'm feeling a little bit frustrated because I feel like I was really hoping for some kind of actionable plan, something that would actually make sense for the average American, not telling us to go out and buy a $70,000 electric vehicle. Sorry, that's not going to work for a lot of people right now, so that we can save $4.37 per gallon of gas. So anyway, I think a lot of us here in the community, as well as many people around the world, or around the country, world probably as well, are probably just feeling a little bit frustrated right now with the simple fact that inflation continues to go very, very high right now. It continues to rage on, and we're waiting for some kind of guidance. We're waiting for something intelligent to be actually introduced to us, something to actually be laid out in front of us that'll actually help us out going forward, rather than just telling us to buy an electric vehicle and to pay our fair share. Oh yeah, can't forget that one. Anyway, I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I guess I don't know. I guess maybe I had my expectations a little bit too high, thinking that we were going to get some kind of great announcement that could have been, maybe a little bit more practical for the average person right now who actually needs something today, not in a year from now when we put solar panels all over our roof and buy an electric car, things like this, right? So anyway, that's all I have for you right now. But again, I'm going to continue doing anything I possibly can for you in this community. I'll keep you updated with all the latest details. Please make sure to subscribe down below. I'm here for you. I'm advocating for you. I'm doing anything I possibly can, doing all the research, breaking it down, making sure that you're staying updated. Anytime that something comes out, to help you grab more money, benefits, checks, stimulus, anything like that, I want to make sure that you know about it right away and that you can grab it as soon as possible. Anyway, I'm here for you. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Honestly, I'm just feeling a little bit frustrated. I thought we were going to get something a little bit more intelligently presented today rather than just a bunch of the same old stuff. Anyway, enjoy your day. Thanks again for watching this. Subscribe down below, share the video, subscribe, and go back and check out some of the other nearly 2,500 videos right here on the channel. Enjoy your day, and I'll catch you again later in the next one.